Hey guys, this week we're going to be teaching you how to find the volume of some three-dimensional shapes, mostly rectangular prisms. Those are kind of boring, but they're also the easiest to start with. And later we'll start getting into some crazier shapes. But for now, we're just going to explore volume of your basic shapes, including some irregular ones like this one. So to find volume, you're asking yourself, how many of those little cubes does it take to fill up the shape or to make the shape? And I can see each little cube and I just need to count them up. Now that's harder than it looks for some of us because some of you might not be able to tell that there are cubes hiding underneath the ones that you can see right there. So if I count it up and I think about what's on the underside, I will know that there are 6 cubic units to make that bottom layer. And then on the top layer, I've got 4. If I join that together, I would know that the volume of this shape would be 10 units. Now we show that with a little 3 in the air, kind of like when we were doing area and we talked about the fact that you measure in flat squares, and so we would say square units. Well, to find volume, we're measuring in cubic units, in 3D cubic units. And so whenever we have a measurement, you're going to see that little 3 dangling off to the side. Now, remember how I mentioned layers? Layers can be so helpful. If I wanted to find the volume of this rectangular prism, what might be easier for me to do is think about it in terms of the layers. If I look at that top layer and count them up, I would be able to see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top. And if that layer is matched on all the ones underneath it, I would know that I have 6 cubic units for the first layer, 6 cubic units for the second layer, and then 6 cubic units for the third layer. So the total volume of this shape would be 6 plus 6 plus 6, or 6 times 3, 18 cubic units. Now, if let's say that you're working with more 5th grade fancier shapes and you do not have the unit cubes shown, you just have the measurement. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to end up applying our formula for area. We're going to find the area of the base and we're going to multiply it by how tall the shape is. So when you're looking here at this rectangular prism, you can see the length, the width, and the height are all labeled. I am going to plug those values in one at a time. I can see that the length of my shape is going to be 8 and my width is going to be 2. Does this sound familiar? Length times width? That's right, it's your area formula. And now we just need to see how tall this shape is, and it looks like it's 3 millimeters. So my formula for volume of a rectangular prism is going to be the area of the base times the height. And for a rectangle, that's going to be length times width times height. Now I can just plug those values in. 8 times 2 times 3. And then I can multiply in any order. So I'm going to make my life easier, and I'm going to do that 3 times 2 first. And when I'm all said and done, I'm going to find out that the volume of this rectangular prism is 48 millimeters. Oh wait, not just 48 millimeters, 48 millimeters cubed. I am famous for forgetting that little 3 in the air, so watch me and make sure that I don't do that. If you can understand everything that I just talked about in this short little video, you are going to do swimmingly this week because we are going to be practicing this same skill with various shapes throughout the week to get you comfy. Good luck, guys.